Hi Diorgang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Raven, and today I decided to do my makeup from inside of a car. This is very different for me because, you know, usually if you've been watching my channel, my videos for a long time, you know I have a certain setup and I have a certain way that I do everything. But I promise this year that I'm just not gonna stress myself out with making sure that everything is so perfect and structured. I feel like it takes away from the video, it takes away from the connection. I was just thinking about it and I was like, why not switch up the setting, you know, do something a little different. And I'm not gonna lie, this feels a little weird for me because I'm used to like sitting up a certain way, ring light in my face. I'm just used to a different type of setup, so it's a little weird for me, but at the same time I'm super happy because this is something fresh and something new. Today I'm just gonna be giving you guys like a little life update, and this is also my updated everyday makeup routine. I'm literally not going anywhere. I just woke up, like I slept in this shirt, but I felt like doing my face a little bit, and I recently got some products that I wanted to play with, so thought why not. But before we get into this video, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so I have so much stuff that I brought in here, so I'm gonna have to kind of look through as we chit chat. Basically, recently I had got some stuff from MAC. I have not used MAC in a long time. If you know me, you know back in the day I used to work at MAC. That's where I started my makeup journey officially. I was mentored at MAC when I was like 16, 17, and then ended up getting my first makeup job in retail at MAC. So it felt really fun to go back to the old school products that I'm used to. Some I've never used before, and I'm gonna incorporate this into my everyday routine. So I'm not gonna show you guys everything that I got, but I'm just gonna show you guys, you know, what I use as I use it. Okay, so first things first, as far as primer for my everyday, I use the Laura Mercier hydrating primer. I think that primer is amazing. My skin is already prepped, but I'm just gonna add like a little bit more to it. I feel like it is super hydrating. I have combination skin, so primers like that really do well for me. I don't like primers that are too heavy or too thick. I like when they give me a dewy look. So regardless of whether I use like a satin finish or use like a velvet finish, it still looks dewy. I like that natural skin type of feel. So I've already prepped my skin, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more to it. So I don't even know where to start as far as a life update. Like, so many different things have changed for me, and you know what, I think I saw something on Instagram. Let me think about this. July, yep. So I had seen something on Instagram basically saying that it's 6 months before the new year, don't waste the rest of your year. Basically that was the message. And you know, it just dawned on me how quickly the year has gone by. It feels like it was just New Year's Eve yesterday, well, a few months ago. To me it feels like it was just New Year's Eve 3 to 4 months ago. Was it? But it feels like, yeah, it wasn't. It feels like it was New Year's 3 months ago to me. And before I go into like details about my life, I will just say that this year, my 26th year, has been probably one of the most trying years for me in a very long time. Just in the sense that I feel like for a long time in my life, I always knew what I wanted and what I wanted to do and what direction I wanted to go in. And if you've been following my journey, you know that I've been doing makeup for a very long time. As I shared, I've officially started getting into makeup seriously, I would say at about 16 or 17, and now I'm 26. So with all that time and finally turning 26 and being in this weird space where I'm an adult, but I still don't feel like I'm at where I would have imagined back then, it's been a really difficult time for me. I don't know. I still feel like, regardless of how long, and sorry if I'm taking, like, I'm trying to process my thoughts because I haven't really like just expressed myself, you know, in a long time this year. I've been suppressing a lot of emotions this year. It's like you reach this point where you've been doing something for a long time and you start to lose the spark for it. And it's like, I've been doing it for a long time, but at the same time, I know that there's still a long way for me to go before I reach where I actually feel like I want to reach, or before I feel satisfied and feel like I've achieved or I've lived out my purpose and done the things that I have been set out to do. So I have spent a lot of this year trying to figure out if I am on the right path, right? Like, if this is something that I still want to do as far as doing makeup professionally, or if maybe it's time to switch some things up and explore different things, right? And it's been really hard for me because, you know, I have friends that do similar things to me. Like, they create content, they create makeup videos and stuff, and like I've had a lot of conversations this year about how much time it takes in the preparation and, you know, all the things that you have to do to put into creating this masterpiece. And I personally have been doing that for a very long time, and now I feel like I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I feel like now I just want to be silly and be free and be myself and post random stuff on my close friends. Like, that's been making me so happy, you know? So this is even for like the people who follow me on Makeup by Rave. My page hasn't been active since Halloween of last year, and I'm not happy about that. But I think that more than anything, this year has been a year of self-discovery. I don't know if some of you are like this, but for me, I can be very regimented and have a schedule that's so strict that I feel like if I break the schedule, then I'm falling short. And this year, I have allowed myself to break that schedule. And I'm proud of that, you know, because it's allowed me to really reevaluate what makes me happy. And I think, you know, I don't have it all figured out yet, right? And who knows if I ever will. But it's allowed me to be more creative, explore my creativity a bit more, and figure out what it is that I not only am passionate about, but what I enjoy doing, and, you know, what allows me to connect with you guys. And I realized that the real connection comes from me just being myself. You know, not having the best of everything, or feeling like my content has to be top tier for people to enjoy it, or for people to vibe with it, you know? So I've done a lot of soul searching this year. I've had lots of blessings this year, I can't lie. I recently did a big move. I'm still, you know, like working through some things, so I don't really want to go too deep into that. Currently work for Estee Lauder now, So that was a big deal for me. I love my job right now. That's been a really huge blessing. It kind of just fell in my lap. And like I said, I've just taken some time to kind of soul search and figure out what works for me. And honestly, when I say what works for me, I mean in like every aspect of my life. Whether it be with makeup, my job, my friends, you know, figuring out what I want as far as like a relationship, you know, figuring it out, you know what I mean? I've had lots of self-reflection, and I feel like my self-reflection started during the pandemic when I had a lot of downtime to myself, and it's just continued. Now I'm at a point where I feel like I've began to really deal with some things that I would push to the side all the time and avoid, and just get lost, you know, with creating content or making sure my schedule is so busy that I don't have time to think about it. So it's been quite a journey, honestly. Let me get into this makeup because I didn't expect that I would talk that much. But I primed the face, so now I'm going to be using the Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. And this one is in the shade Lane Low. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this year has been a very trying year for me because, you know, not only have I been figuring myself out a bit more, but I've been forcing myself to kind of switch things up, you know, and stepping out of my comfort zone, not like forcing myself to, you know, adhere, like to be on this strict routine and like, you know, just doing what I want to do. It's been really hard to let go. And I think that that's what I've done the most. I've had to learn to let go and learn that I am not in control. I cannot be in control of every single thing, because if I think that way, I would drive myself crazy. One. And two, that God's in control of my life, you know. Whatever is meant to happen, whatever is meant for me will not miss me. You know what I mean? So, oh God, I feel like this video is much deeper than I thought it was going to be. You know, I'm just going off of my mind right now. I'm not going off, like usually when I create a video, I would just have like an idea of what I want to talk about and kind of lay out like the structure of the video so that there is some type of structure. But right now I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm just, you know, sitting here with my makeup and my thoughts. So I hope that I do not ramble too much. But yeah, this year has been a really difficult year, but it's been a great year. I feel like sometimes things happen to force you to change things up, to switch it up, you know what I mean? So right now I'm just priming the eyes. I am going to do, like I said, an everyday makeup look. Just something that's natural, not too crazy. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as eyeshadow yet. I'm not sure. But I do have to say, you guys, I don't know if you can see it. I'm on my last Invisalign tray. I need to do like an official update about that, because I do owe you guys that update, considering I gave you guys more of the beginning of my journey, and now I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm at the end, but this first set of trays my first 29 I've completed. There are still some things that I want to like tweak about my teeth, but overall I'm pretty satisfied with the results. My teeth look way better than they used to. One thing I will say, this is not going to be completely about Invisalign, but I don't know if you guys know this, but for me, it's changed the shape of my face. My jaw was very, very narrow, and like now my face is a bit rounder because of my teeth, and it's been an adjustment, but I am so pleased. I really can't lie. So I'm gonna be using this palette today. I always use this for my everyday. It was something that I received as like PR for this thing that I was doing at one point. But I love this because these are like, first of all, the quality is really, really good. I mean, don't sleep on drugstore. Don't do it. The quality is good. It's very muted. It's very natural. To be honest, don't come for me, but to be honest, this formula kind of reminds me of the formula of the Chanel eyeshadows. This is like a nice low budget dupe of Chanel eyeshadows. The Chanel eyeshadows are more creamier than this, but as far as the finish and like the vibe, these give me the same vibe as the Chanel's. Don't come for me. So I had to pull this down. I hope it's not blocking my face. But yeah, this gives me Chanel. I've really been feeling the no makeup look vibe. Usually my makeup is pretty natural anyway, but I don't know, lately for me less has just been more. Focusing more on skincare has just been it for me. Like, my skin is breaking out right now. I don't even break out like that, but it's been a tough week. This is actually my first time using this paint pot with this eyeshadow. Usually I don't really use paint pots unless I really want a look to come out a certain way. It's given. There are so many things to talk about. Like, okay, so I'm really into music. Let me start there. I'm really into music. If you know me personally, you know that. And there are just a few things that I am like super hyped about and loving right now. So Drake's album, Honestly Never Mind, love that album, love the switch up. Feel like it's so refreshing for him to do something that we did not expect. Brent Faiyaz dropped, been a fan since 2017, 2016, and absolutely obsessed with his journey. His whole album was amazing. Love how it was put together. Love the concept. Makes me happy thinking about it. And I cannot wait till Beyonce drops. I did not want to make this about music, but those things for me have really been my vibe lately. Like, outside of work, I have been working out a lot, listening to music, you know, trying to eat better, thinking of like what my next move's gonna be. And those are 3 things that have either inspired me, gave me something to look forward to, or made me happy in some way. So I feel like it's nice to mention those things. Something else I've been trying to practice more is not using filters on Instagram. I hope you guys don't find these topics boring, but this has really been where I'm at with life right now. Like, as a creator, as a content creator, and somebody who focuses on makeup, like, those videos and coming up with content can be so detailed. You want to make sure everything looks a certain way. You want to make sure everything looks crisp, clean, neat. And I don't know, I feel like, okay, let me ask you guys, do you feel like filters are good for you, or do you feel like they're bad for you mentally? Comment below what you think. For me, as a creative, I feel like, and a makeup artist, I feel like sometimes filters can be helpful because they help you to see things that you wouldn't have seen without it. So for example, as someone that's detailed and focuses on the face a lot, sometimes if you see a filter that you like, it can help you create the look with makeup. I can't lie, that's been something for me that I've had to work through because, you know, I have my favorite filters that I pick, right? And I have my moments where I might say to myself, I haven't dressed up in a long time, I'm gonna do my hair and do my makeup, right? So I do it, I feel pretty, I feel nice, but then the moment I pick up my phone, I feel like, well, I'll look better with this filter. My look will look better if I add this filter, and it makes you have a really distorted version of yourself. Like, you know, you look this way and you look in your phone and you look like this, and then when you don't use the filter, you're like, why don't I get that same feel? And it took me looking at my pictures and looking at some of them that I've taken and just being like, Raven, you are naturally beautiful. You do not need to put filters on every time you take a picture or video. And what made me realize this was one of my friends had asked me to send some pictures to them, like some regular pictures in my gallery, you know, and I was looking through my pictures and I'm like, these are cute, but my friend was sending me like regular raw pictures, nothing edited, selfie vibes, you know what I mean? And I'm looking through mine and I'm like, I'm scrolling and I'm like, where are my raw unedited selfie flicks? You know what I mean? I love taking a good selfie, I always have. Like, why am I looking through my gallery and I see pure pics of somebody else? It's not given, you know. I had to check myself, like, sis, it's not giving what it's supposed to. You know, filters are cute, but they can be very dangerous. I guess that's the moral of what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, don't lose yourself in these filters, because I found myself doing that. And I'm gonna have to hurry up with this makeup look because I have been talking so much that my batteries are about to die. So I might have to like charge my battery up a little bit and then continue. But yeah, like, this filter vibe can be very damaging. And you know, especially for me, like, I guess too, like, this is just where I'm at, you know, in my life with finding myself and soul searching. Like, with my job, with my line of work, I always want to be put together and look a certain way. And like, for videos and stuff, you think about everything. You think about your face, the look, your nails, your hair. Sometimes I have to plan these looks way in advance. So I just realized that this was starting to become even more of an issue in other parts of my life, because I always feel this pressure to look a certain way, and then not even feeling happy when I'm just chilling with nothing, you know, like just in my regular state, feeling like I'm not good enough because I don't have a concealer today, you know. Like, so I'm working on that. I love a good filter, but I've had to kind of slow down on that because I just felt like it was becoming too much for me, for my mind. Even Instagram can be too much, but I'm like introverted, you know. So I don't know, I take breaks when I need to, but I can't see myself being the type of person that's gonna be like, I'm coming off the gram for like dash this amount of time, you know. I don't see that for myself, but it is good to take some time away from the gram, if you feel like it's too many things are playing in your head, you know what I mean? Whether it be comparing yourself to people, keeping up with certain people that you probably don't even need to keep up with, it's good to take breaks. So I feel like I'm really vibing right now. So worst case scenario, if my camera dies, I'm gonna continue this on my phone. So if the quality looks a little strange, you know why. Okay, back in action. So today for concealer, I did a little bit of concealing already, but I'm gonna be using my Studio Fix concealer. This is the medium deep palette, and I'm really just gonna use this color. But I'm gonna have to hurry up because everything is starting to die. I turned on the car to try to charge my batteries, but I might have to hurry this up, and I'm getting hungry, so just have to move on a little bit. You know what would be dope? I wish I could do like lunch in here, but I've already brought so many things in here just to film this. I think maybe I'll do another video doing lunch or something, or getting lunch and just chatting. I think I've found a lot of joy in doing life updates, you know, because we all have our lives. Sometimes it becomes a lot to record, and you know, with so many things going on. So I like to just let you guys know everything in one video. I think it just makes life a lot easier. But yeah, right now I'm just using the color corrector because I'm gonna conceal. Have a little bit of breakouts this time around. Been a little stressed out, so I'm just covering anything that needs to be covered. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make this quick because my camera's dying. But for foundation, I'm gonna be using my Flawless Radiant foundation by Laura Mercier. Lately, this has been such a nice foundation as far as the coverage and everything is very natural looking. I'm a really big fan of this foundation. Right now I'm kind of just gonna pat it into my face. I'm not gonna do too much blending because I just want to cover this orange a little bit. Probably do 2 layers. But yeah, I just feel like the more you take your time with the base, the more natural it looks. So the more you rush it, the more you take your time and don't rush it, and just take your time blending and smoothing out everything, the more it looks natural. That's been my favorite thing to do lately. The foundation and this primer is just my favorite. Absolute fave. The finish is just perfect. Okay, so I'm finally back in action. Took some time to charge up my battery, vibe, listen to some music. I put my bass on. I'm a little sweaty though because, what was I saying? It's hot. It's getting hot in here. I don't know what I was saying, but basically I think I was saying that but I have to hurry up because it's starting to get really hot. I'm hungry. But I did want to finish this video properly, so I didn't want to just abruptly cut it because my stuff was dying. So generally for my everyday makeup look, I have not been setting my makeup. It probably looks like I should set my makeup considering that it's hot and my face is melting, but I've been doing very light coverage foundation. I did a little bit heavier today because I'm breaking out, and I haven't been setting it because I've just been liking the natural look. So I've also become a huge fan of blush. So today the blush that I'm going to be using is called Flirting with Danger by MAC, and I'm using my e.l.f. brush that I just got recently. So I hope I didn't put too much on because I feel like I could see my makeup better with my my ring light and everything. My face is really on something else right now as far as breaking out. I don't know what's going on with my skin, but hopefully it will clear up soon. Today for mascara, I'm gonna be using my Lancome mascara. This is my new favorite mascara. This is the Monsieur Big mascara. It's this one. I really love this mascara. I had started using this mascara because I had gotten a sample from Sephora. And then I realized I absolutely positively love it. And when I use it, I feel like it also makes my lashes grow. I don't know. I feel like my lashes grow a lot when I use this. I was gonna put some lashes on, but maybe I won't. I haven't been wearing lashes in a really long time because this mascara has just been doing it for me, and I feel like you know, lashes can either make a look or take away from a look. And if we're doing every day, I'm definitely not wearing lashes every day. But I absolutely love this mascara. And I have the serum too, I just haven't tried it yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. And I just want to ask you guys, like, do you think wing eyeliner is outdated, or do you think it's still cute? I feel like it's a timeless look, but personally with my makeup, my current makeup routine, I feel like it doesn't fit anymore. Like, I definitely see the difference when I do it, but I don't know if I like it anymore, well, as much as I used to. Maybe for certain looks, but for me, what's been in is more minimal makeup, or what appears to be minimal. Okay, so I did that. I'm not gonna do any highlighter, but what I am gonna use is my Dior lip glosses. That's been my go-to for every day. Usually I stay away from colors like this, like pinks, and just do like a clear gloss or something, but lately I have really been feeling pink. This is a lot brighter than I thought. Hold on, I might have to switch this. This is like a bubblegum pink. This is a lot brighter than I want it to be. Let's see what else I have. There is this juicy lip gloss. Like, I like inexpensive lip gloss, to be honest. When it comes to pricier lip glosses, I will get Dior. But I like affordable lip glosses that just have a lot of like this. Like, this is my everyday vibe. That have a little bit of tint. Sometimes I do nude or clear, but I love this because it just makes your lips look super juicy. I will never stop wearing lip gloss. Yeah, and I like to put a lot on. I like that bubblicious lip, you feel me? This is the first time that I've mixed the Dior one with something like this though. So I thought that I have the lip luminizers from Dior, and the one that I just got recently, it's similar to that color, so I thought it was the luminizer, but it's not. It's not that one. I feel like I need a little bit more. I don't know, I don't think I'm ever gonna come to a point where I think that lip gloss looks ridiculous or like too greasy. And like, even with a mask, I guess just because of how my face is shaped, I don't really get transfer. So I don't know. The pandemic has not stopped me from wearing my lip gloss. So I did look at myself in the mirror, and I think, I don't know, lashes might be too much right now because it's just too damn hot. I might put some lashes on when I get inside. But I'm pretty much done as far as my everyday. Use some of this Hydra Beauty Essence by Chanel. I've never used it before, but I feel like it will cool me down a little bit. gonna just quickly fix my eyebrows. So with my eyebrows, ooh, this needs to be blended. With my eyebrows, as you guys know, I have very full brows. So I don't really do too much when it comes to the brow. I just kind of fill it in. So sorry you guys if my face looks greasy. I'm sweating. I'm hot. And I don't want to turn on the AC. But yeah, so typically with my brows, I'll just fill them in a little bit. I am using, so sometimes I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. If I don't have that, I use my Revlon pencil, which is really, really nice. And this is starting to bug me because it looks like it's not. It's very little left of this. I just do a little bit in the front of it and kind of just connect. Then just brush it up. See, now my nose is sweating. I am clearly boiling up in here. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the video here, only because of the fact that it's getting super hot. I need to eat something, and I feel like we've had a really, really good chat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below what else you would like to see from me. I mean, I felt like this was fun. It was different. I think I'm gonna do something like this again. Maybe do something with food next time, because I love food. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time.